Do girls ever get intimidated by your mother?
Well, I mean, I haven't really had any experiences like that in the first place to like have them.
You've never brought a girl home to your mother?
No,
Really?
one time,
Okay.
one time, but like, yeah, we were dating
Okay.
already, but like, it ended in 2 months anyway. But
Oh, okay, okay.
but yeah, it was just that one time. So I've never really, no one's ever really met my mom that way.
Oh, did it end in 2 months because of your mom?
No,
No.
that'd be crazy. Yeah, my mom just like secretly in the room when I'm sleeping, like, you better not fucking be with my son.
Close the porn tabs.
My son does not like you, okay? I like him more than you, idiot.
Well, now that you just said you'd rather start organically, I'm going to hit everybody with a cringy intro. And
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Overstimulated with me, Hillary Henderson. Today, we have a very exciting guest. I know I say that pretty much every week, but this guy, you already know him. You're going to love him. Neema Naz is here. Hey, Neema.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I like the way you pronounce it.
Neema
like
Naz. Yeah, we're
Neema
saying
Naz.
that's the Persian way.
The Persian way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just met today, Neema,
We
but
did.
we already have beef.
We do.
Yeah, because
Yep.
you recently insulted my culture online.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your
Roll the
culture?
clip.
Listen, I can't stand Gen Z slang anymore. I can't do it. I can't watch another video of someone starting it like, no, because it's giving banana. What the fuck are you talking about?
And the same hat. It's
No,
hilarious.
because why are men like that?
I was just about to wear that brown sweater.
No, because
crazy
shut
if it
your
looked
mouth.
exactly the
How
same.
about that? Huh? Get a grip. You don't need the no because. Just start the sentence where you want to start it and then keep moving forward. No, because like last night, like I Loki was getting my lips waxed and the lady was serving like weird looks on my fucking flaps. And it was like literally giving negative aura. Negative aura.
No, because why are you making fun of the way my generation talks?
Are you Gen Z?
Yeah,
What? How old are you?
I'm 27.
That's Gen Z?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, so what am I?
I don't know.
I'm 30.
How old are you? You're a millennial.
Yeah, I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
Oh, so Gen Z is like, I'm on the cusp of
Yeah.
Gen Z
Yeah,
and
so
millennial.
careful how you insult.
Oh, shit.
your
Put some respect
younger.
on
Yeah,
her
put-
name.
Please.
Shit.
Yeah. Because
Because like,
actually,
no, like I ate. Okay? I'm fed.
fed. Who's this diva?
You're fed up? No, I'm fed. Idiot. Okay,
No, because
that's actually not bad compared to the younger generation. I've seen some
like
great,
Gen Alpha is even worse.
whatever. Yeah, is it Gen Alpha?
Yeah, they're younger than
Is it
Gen
Z and then Alpha?
Yeah, that's right. I don't know
Bro.
who made that. It's kind of backwards.
Yeah, I know.
That we went Z
Alpha's
and then
pretty sick.
A.
I wish I was Gen Alpha.
Right?
That's such a sick generation.
Do you think the next one's gonna be called Beta?
100%.
That would be a really shitty one. To
Oh,
be
it'd be
a part
the
of.
worst generation. To be
Gen
part of.
Beta.
Gen Beta.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I already don't like beta males.
Males. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are you a beta male?
I was a beta male
How did you stop being a beta male?
by taking care of myself more.
Oh, okay. Is
Yeah.
that why you're drinking the bone broth?
Yeah.
Beta males don't drink bone
No.
broth.
And I also go to the gym and I work out now more than ever.
Okay. Okay.
So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like that's not a beta thing to do.
So alpha to you is purely working out.
No.
It's a physical thing.
No,
or
it's
is it,
not.
Is it a mindset?
It's both. It's both.
Can you give us a straight to camera? Break it down. How do you alpha?
Well, in my own terms, I think being an alpha male in this day and age is being self-aware enough to know what you want and why you're doing something. And yeah, it does have to do with taking care of your body and your mind, and your relationships and how you communicate with people. I think if you communicate effectively, you take care of your body and your mind, you do some reading, you learn some shit, you have patience. I think that's very alpha.
Oh, okay.
That's just my
yeah.
definition.
Yeah,
Like,
I like that. That's
it's
a
a very
encompassing.
generic. I think it's very
yeah.
basic, but I don't know. That's just the way I.
It's
see
like
it.
just being a good dude.
Pretty much.
No, because like why?
No, because like
Because,
why?
Why? No, because
No, like it's giving like alpha.
I was at the gym. And all
Yeah.
the boys were giving alpha, but I really wanted to just hang out with the girlies.
I know, and they were like
you know?
serving looks
They were
on the Smith machine, and it pissed me off.
What do you like to do at the gym?
I like to do a lot of different weightlifting things. Like I don't do cardio in the gym really. I only warm up like with like a incline treadmill,
Okay, nice.
and then I like for cardio I run. Like I
Hell
start
yeah.
running.
Are you trying to build a
recently.
booty?
Oh yeah, I'm always trying to build a fat ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not, then like, what are you doing? Because I actually like I have weak glutes. I've always had weak glutes,
Oh,
and I think
you
it,
heard it here first on
yeah,
Overstimulated.
100%.
Neema's
Like
got the
my ass weak,
glutes.
bro.
Turn around. No, just kidding.
Yo, I'll twerk for you guys. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I think it runs in my family too. We just have weak glutes, but because I have a long back,
Oh,
like a long torso,
okay.
and
So
I
those
have short
deadlifts
legs.
or not?
Sorry,
You can't do deadlifts or
it's hard. It's harder for me, I think, because I have shorter. My torso is longer than my lower half.
no? Because like I'm so sorry that happened to you, Neema.
Like
Because
it's
that's
giving
so
banana.
sad.
All right. Yeah, I think working on my glutes is probably the most important thing, most important exercise in the gym right
They
now.
say it's good for your longevity too. I read
100%.
that it's like, because when old people they're falling and stuff.
Yeah.
It's because they're
Weak, you have
like,
weak
exactly.
glutes and weak hip flexors.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you working the hip flexors
100%.
too?
Man, I've been stretching like crazy for the past year and a half.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, stretching has been the most important thing I've ever included into my daily life
Hell
and
yeah.
workouts. It's honestly a game changer.
That's some alpha male shit.
Yeah.
Okay, alpha.
Bro, I'll fucking start doing Pilates. That's alpha, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is your impression like of a beta? Like, if you could like describe yourself when you were in a beta
Yeah.
mindset, what did that look like
Vegan.
for you? Vegan. Caring about the environment is
Yeah,
beta as
so big.
shit.
No, the caring about environment part is fine. It's like the thinking meat is bad or thinking like I don't know. Like I saw some people talking about going into the gym is rooted in racism, and I'm like, you're a fucking beta.
Did you?
It's
What was their
crazy.
justification? That's so. What?
I have no idea. I don't
Okay.
know. I didn't. I just I've seen videos of people that are look very beta to me, talking about how it's rooted in racism. I'm like, you're an idiot. How
Okay.
could that? Like you don't understand how good you feel after you work out. Like, do you work out
100%. Yeah.
like every
Yeah.
day or every few days?
Like every other day usually.
Right.
Yeah.
So
You
you're
feel so good. Like
you're
literally-
typically active. You're an
Yeah.
active person.
Yeah.
How much better do you feel not only physically but mentally
Game changer. Yeah.
every time?
Yeah.
So I just think it's wild to not have that like into your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and to say, I mean, I'd be curious. Someone drop in the comments.
I'm
below
telling you,
who,
fucking
why is it
search that shit
racist,
up.
But like,
Yeah.
should we share?
I mean, you can if you want, but I don't remember exactly what I saw from that, but I've seen it enough times where I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, okay. Apparently, there's white supremacist origins of like physical fitness.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I mean, I think if we draw a line to
Cool.
most things, there's
There's white supremacy in everything, okay? Meditation, supremacy.
Sure. Yeah. Mind control.
Mind control, yeah,
That's what
exactly.
the fascist governments
Oh, I
want
knew
you to
you fucking
believe.
bigots.
No.
Fucking washing your hands after you come from outside. You're a bigot.
Washing your hands after you shit.
Yeah, you're a
Racist.
You white neo-Nazi.
First 5 minutes of the episode, we've already have to
I know,
bleep
it's
like 5 words.
crazy,
This is gonna
yeah,
be
I'm
great.
so
This is gonna be
sorry.
great. Okay, speaking of
Oh,
your
there's a feed, yeah.
speaking of your workout routines,
Yeah.
your journey and wellness, etc.
Yeah.
I know in your comedy you do a lot of satirical stuff of like being a big dude. Like, how do you find the line between like self-deprecating and funny to like actually like, oh, now I'm just like shitting on myself? Like, how do you manage that?
That's a good question. No one's ever asked me that before.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good
I'm so
question.
glad I could be it's like that.
It's because you're a comedian.
Yeah.
You know how to ask good questions. I think when I first started doing comedy, actually, my style on stage was a lot of self-deprecating because I was actually a much bigger guy too. I was at my biggest when I started, and I was just doing fat jokes.
How big we talking?
My biggest was 385 pounds.
Okay.
Right now I'm like 280.
Cool.
So
Okay.
I'm like
right on.
100 pounds.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
There.
And so you're beta male. You're getting up. You're
So
doing jokes.
beta. Oh my god, the amount of soy I had in my system. Holy fuck. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I swear.
You
I'm
can,
swearing
you can
too much.
swear. You can swear.
So that's all I knew. And you typically when you start comedy, people always say like, oh, just
Totally.
start simple. Don't start talking about like crazy shit like
Yeah.
you're Dave Chappelle, right? So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let me just start off with things that are basic and like easy for me to talk about, which is being
and they
fat.
tell you to start off by talking about like something physical
Right.
about you.
Yeah, just like self-deprecating
Yeah.
to kind of get it out of the way, and that's the easiest way to learn apparently. So anyway, I was doing that for like 2-3 years straight, and it got to a point. Obviously, it gets really hacky, and it's like we get it, like you're fucking fat. But like you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I got to a point where I was doing it too much, and I can start sensing that people in the audience were feeling sad for me and not laughing anymore.
Is that how you knew it was like too much? Like when you're
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
just
now they're feeling
intuitively felt.
sad.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like this is just like every the next joke I started talking about that was another fat joke. I could just sense like for me it was awkward. That's how
Okay.
you know when you
True.
start to like
Yeah.
kind of hesitate.
Because it's an energy thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good on picking up on energies, and like even from the start, I was like, oh, this is just like cringe and it's just too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was when I realized it, and I start to like wean off of it a little bit. But now I see it in a different way where I'm like, I'll just like maybe slip it in into a couple jokes, and I'll just move on. But like,
Right.
it shouldn't just be about self-deprecation.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
it's too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know,
know.
everyone's different.
It's so hard though to find because like I don't know, I feel like it's a similar of like being even that person at a party, right? Like even if people are listening who maybe like have no interest in doing comedy and are like never on a stage, but like if you're always coming with like the energy of like even if you think in your head like before you go somewhere like, oh, I suck, no one's gonna like me here. It kind of happens. Like
You're manifesting the wrong things.
Yeah.
You're putting that energy into the world, and it's gonna come back tenfold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think has humor been a tool at all for you, like accepting like body image things a little bit more?
Yeah, always. It's always been that way. I mean, like, I still do. I still talk about, I'm still a bigger guy. I'm not fully fit yet, or I'm on the way to.
Is that
to
your
getting
goal
there.
to be like shredded?
I don't know if I want to be shredded. I don't really actually care about that. It's more so I just want to feel better. I want to feel the best I can feel.
Cool. Yeah.
And look the best I can look. Whether that's having a lot of muscles or just like looking lean.
Yeah.
Having good posture.
Totally. It kind of
jaw
reminds me of
structure,
like like Jonah Hill used to have like a bunch of
Yeah.
like fat dude jokes.
yeah.
It was always like typecasted
He was
into
a fat
that.
guy, yeah.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
then he lost a bunch of weight. And
That
then
was-
it was like you can't.
And
you know.
one of his best roles actually was Wolf of Wall Street for me.
True. Yeah.
And he was
yeah.
like fully skinny there.
He was
so
an alpha male in that
he
one.
was so out.
For
Oh my
sure.
god, just blow every 2 seconds.
Yeah. Is that part of your alpha
Yeah,
ritual?
100%.
Do you have any vices? Like, are you
Uh,
like drinking? You don't.
no, not really.
No.
I mean, like I'm on social media. I don't know. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's a hell of a drug.
Seriously, honestly, yeah. I think it's definitely a drug. But I mean, yeah, like nothing crazy to be honest. No, I used to watch porn,
Okay.
but
What kind of porn did you watch?
nothing too crazy.
Okay.
I was never into like.
You can't give us an example of like you didn't have one on repeat that you were like,
Oh, there's a lot of repeats.
yeah, you favorited some.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I had accounts before
Oh,
when I was younger. Yeah.
okay. Like you
Yeah.
paid for the
A couple
stuff
times.
behind the paywall.
Yeah, that was like
We've all
the
done
worst
it.
that got.
Oh,
That was
okay.
also when I was at my worst physically and mentally.
Ah.
When I was like at my fattest.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you spiral when you're like
True.
you're not taking care of yourself in one way.
You're like, I feel so bad about myself. Let's beat it.
100%.
And I'll feel good.
Literally
Yeah,
beat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking just go nuts.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's being completely transparent. When you let go of yourself in one way, you just end up letting go of yourself in other ways as well.
True.
And
yeah.
that's when everything spirals. And so
Yeah.
that was when I was at my worst. And I would eat shitty foods,
Yeah.
not exercise, watch porn.
Well, you were exercising. Do you still like watching a lot of porn
I don't watch porn.
at all?
No,
That's too beta to do, or
I think so.
okay,
I mean, like I think about it sometimes because I was addicted to it before.
right? Yeah.
So it's like it's still in my head, but like
Yeah.
I genuinely try to like wash it from my memory because I just think it's bad.
right.
I think it's pretty toxic
You-
for men to watch it more and more these
Yeah.
days. Just the same way, because it lingers on into social media and everything too. 'Cause
Yeah.
then now all you see is pretty much porn on there anyway.
For sure. Well, and I think it's like damaging not only in like how we relate like sexually to each other, because obviously porn isn't real life, spoiler alert, but
Pretty
it's
much.
also like I think it like can trickle down to and even just how we like talk to each other and like
100%.
communicate with each other. And like, I don't know, I feel like if like as a woman, you can always pick up when a dude has like a vibe of like, this girl wants to fuck me.
Right. Oh,
everybody
he's
wants to
watched
fuck
porn
me.
a lot
Yeah,
this week.
You can smell it on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
can.
want to shake his hand, it's wet.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you're like,
it's
"Ugh,
still there's
slime."
residue still.
Yeah.
100%. I agree. I think I don't know. You start losing a sense of social skills I think as well.
Yeah.
And you
Right.
start it's like a misconception of how to treat women not only physically but in a relationship format where it's
Yeah.
like you stop learning how to communicate properly.
Totally.
And you start giving off weird vibes. it's a little creepy. I don't know.
Have you ever given like you think creepy vibes to a girl?
100%.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, that's people.
Exclusively, I was dealing creepy.
Oh yeah, I was
vibes.
so creepy in high school. No, when I was in high school, because I think I matured or developed sexually or like mentally that in that way
Yeah.
faster than a lot of other guys, and so whenever I would and I had a confidence early on. Like a lot of kids in high school, like you're shy, you're nervous, right?
Right.
For me, I was just like I was saying outlandish shit from the start.
Oh, you were watching porn openly in
no,
the high school
well
hallway?
that not yeah.
I was confident.
Yeah.
I had no problem.
Yeah, like
I was kidding.
the amount of times I do presentations and the wrong tab was open, like fuck, man. No, but it was more so like mentally, I was so out there, and my energy was bigger than a lot of dudes
Yeah.
around me. I would say things like I would like, your intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
I would always have that
That's
out loud.
Well, that's why you're a comedian now.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And now it helps me. But
Yeah,
at the
for sure.
time,
Yeah.
girls would be like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? What did you just
yo,
say?
yo.
Like, that's
Yeah.
weird. That's creepy. Oh, Neema's a creep. But I was just like being myself and, joking around, but not realizing that could come off weird to young girls at that,
Right.
at that time.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Yeah.
but-
Speaking of ladies, I want to talk to you about your mother.
yeah.
Your mother is
I love this
cool.
transition, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, right.
porn
from
to, well, speaking of
mom, yeah,
mom,
that's
lady.
where all the issues start. Yeah, let's close the porn tab. We're talking about mama now.
That's hilarious.
Your mom is a legend on your podcast, on your social media
Yeah.
channels. You have a lot of really funny viral sketches
Mm-hmm.
where you're essentially impersonating your Persian mom. Are you tight with your mom? What's that relationship
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Do you feel like you're too tight?
No. I are you saying like what? Do you think I'm like a mama's boy?
Yeah. Are you a mama's boy?
I don't think I am. Like some people say that, but I'm just close with my mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what's a mama's boy? Like, I don't know. No, she's not fucking.
I hate my mom, actually.
Yeah. Fuck my mom, dude. Yeah, no.
We haven't spoken in years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just think
Yeah.
you have a fucking problem with your family. It's not my problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Do
no.
you think do girls ever get intimidated by your mother?
Well, I mean, I haven't really had any experiences like that in the first place to like have them.
You've never brought a girl home to your mother?
No.
Really?
One time.
Okay.
One time, but like, yeah, we were dating
Okay.
already, but like, it ended in 2 months anyway. But
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it was just that one time. So no one's ever really met my mom that way.
Oh. Did it end in 2 months because of your mom?
No,
No.
that'd be crazy. Yeah, my mom just like secretly in the room when I'm
Yeah, yeah,
sleeping,
yeah.
like, you better not fucking be with my son.
Close the
Yeah,
porn
yeah.
tabs.
My son does not like you, okay? I like him more than you, idiot.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
I am.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. That's
No, she wouldn't do that. My mom is very reasonable and very supportive
Yeah.
in every aspect of my life. She's been nothing but giving and caring to that one girl who she's met.
Okay, that sample size of 1, fail rate of 1. That's not a great track record, Neema.
No, it was on her though. Like the girl broke it off with me because being a comedian and like traveling a lot, or like I was always busy making content at the time too. Even at the time, this was almost 3 years ago. She was unhappy because I couldn't see her as much, and I was like, "Bro, I can't like see you for a full weekend. I gotta fucking do shit.
Yeah,
I
you
gotta,
have to
I gotta
work.
do stand up. I gotta film stuff." And so she didn't like that, and she's like, "Oh well, I don't want to see my boyfriend once a week." And I was like, "I'm sorry, like I can't."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, okay, like I'm not gonna do this." And I was like, "All right."
Oh, damn.
But yeah, but anyway.
Sounds like she wasn't as supportive as your mother anyway.
No, she
so,
wasn't. No,
yeah.
she wasn't. No, exactly.
Is your mom you mentioned is supportive?
She is, yeah. She's great. We're tight, and like, obviously we're very similar,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of people draw
Well,
those
and I feel
connections.
like the love really comes through between you two.
For
like
sure.
even like I've seen like videos of you pranking her
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
I
Like
know.
you can tell that
Yeah.
she's like
Yeah.
so obsessed. Like yeah.
Well, because she, her in her mind, man, like she wants nothing but the best for me and my brother.
Yeah.
And like she's like, she's very, I don't know, she just wants the best for us, and she's very happy for us. And yeah, I mean, like she's just a supportive mom. I don't know, like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Persian moms typically are very like very, they love their kids. Like they're not gonna like give up on their kids.
That's
a lot.
cool.
So,
My white German mom was like,
Yeah?
it's not.
Yeah.
There's more distance.
yeah, do your own thing, okay? Yeah. Do not step foot in this house.
Literally.
Yeah.
Take your shoes
Hillary.
off.
Hillary.
Hillary. My grandmother's actually Pennsylvania Dutch is her first language, so it's like a dialect of German, and she always went Hillary.
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 Sounds Chinese.
Yeah.
Hillary.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Hillary.
My
Oh, you're a good podcaster. Hillary.
Hillary. Thank you. Okay, Neema, I want to talk to you more about your skits. So you do a lot of like sketches online. Like, where do you get ideas come from? Like, do you see somebody on the street and then that becomes like a character you're playing? Like, break us down the process for you.
Yeah, I think I've always been inspired by just people in general. I'm a very observational person,
I can
obviously being
tell.
a comedian.
Yeah.
And I don't know, even when I was a child, I would always just, I don't know, I would hear someone talk or, look at their face while they're talking, and like I would want to just immediately mimic them
Did you ever do that as like a kid?
all the time.
Yeah. Did it get you in trouble?
Yeah, like kind of like people would be like, "Yo, like you can't do that," or like, "Stop, like you're so annoying." Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're like, I'm working on my impressions.
Yeah. It's like, bro, like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be Indian. Relax. Motherfucking.
How do you
so-
not get canceled like every week? Like, do you read comments about yourself or like?
Valid question. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really get that much hate, to be honest. There are some times where it comes,
Yeah.
and in waves.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I've done this for so long, and I've established that this is who I am, and you could tell I'm doing it with good intentions.
Yeah.
That people are like, all right, like fine, okay, you
Yeah.
can get away
Yeah.
with it. But like,
I have to say,
it's a fine line.
You're a very likable person.
Thank
so
you.
That definitely helps because we
appreciate it.
started this with me being offended of you.
I know.
Appropriating my culture.
Yeah,
Gen
that's
Z
what I do, baby. Appropriate culture. I'm a culture vulture. No, but yeah, no, I just like to represent for other cultures, just like Drake, because that's why I mean, like, yeah, you could say we're both from the same city, right? I mean,
Yeah,
he's
you're
Canadian,
the
I'm Canadian.
Drake of comedy.
I mean, I
You
wouldn't.
should start
Thank
publicizing
you.
yourself.
I
That
appreciate
way.
that. I mean, that's crazy, but yeah. But that's what bothers me about when people talk shit about Drake, because they're saying, "Oh, he's a culture vulture." I'm like, okay, it bothers me because I feel like I'm doing the same thing in a way with comedy,
Right.
with like different accents, different cultures, right? Like he does that. He puts on different cultures in his music. I'm like, you fucking morons. He's representing for those people who already weren't really getting much recognition in the first place. So it's like, how is he a culture vulture? He's fucking representing for you guys.
Sure.
And that's the way I see it for my comedy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm putting on for fucking Nigerians and Indian people and Chinese people because, or like, even Serbians or fucking more the minorities who don't get as much love. I'm like, I'm putting on for these people that otherwise don't really get into the public eye. Like
Right.
Persians, even
True.
Persians. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
really, you've never probably heard about Persians until I fucking was
Right.
doing shit. Like,
we should
you don't really
elect.
see it.
We should elect you to the UN. Is
I
what
would
I'm
love that.
hearing. Actually,
I would
you
love
could
that.
solve the tariff problem. You
Hell
could,
yeah.
Like, just get up there and do a couple of accents.
Yeah.
People be like, wait, we're actually
Yeah.
more the same than different.
Yeah, it's
but
like
all
it's
good.
giving wholesome.
It's giving wholesome. It's giving like totally world changing.
Yeah,
it's
like
giving
it's
change maker.
giving like it's or the aura is like so healing vibes. Yeah.
That's so funny. Speaking of Drake, you recently won an award from Drake, as if you couldn't be a bigger fanboy.
I know.
Beyond, yeah.
Seriously.
Can you explain what was that about? What did it feel like when you received the news that you won?
It was crazy. It's so surreal. To this day, it's pretty crazy to think about.
Yeah. Can you give us some context of like what it was, just for people who may have missed it, what the competition was with Drake and what you won?
Yeah. So he's doing a giveaway for Christmas called Drizmas, and yeah, I saw the post and I was like, all right, like I usually when you see things like that, you're like, like how am I gonna win, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, for some reason it's because it said Toronto artist, and I was like, oh, like I'm a Toronto artist, right? It's like,
And there's not that many Toronto, like there's
I
a
don't know, like,
finite number.
well,
of them,
also
but-
ones that are actually like putting in work and like that are like putting on for the city. Like you don't
Totally.
really see it. I feel like I'm at the point now where I'm like I could, I'm like at the top of that game. I think,
Yeah.
in the Toronto scene at least like in the online world.
For
you know?
sure.
So I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, let me just give it a shot. And then sent an email with my brother. We wrote a nice email about like why I feel like we deserve to win the money. And we didn't know until we were on the live stream the whole time. And it went longer than we expected, but like we stayed on just in case.
Yeah.
And they did the Toronto artist giveaway at the end. And it was like 1:30 in the morning, I remember. And me and my brother are sitting there watching, and then all of a sudden they're like, all right, so time for the Toronto artist giveaway, whatever, when they said that. And I told my brother, I was like, yo, film this just in case.
Oh.
So that video you
yeah,
saw-
Yeah. That was
That was like I won. And I was like, holy fuck, that's
Yeah,
crazy. So
yeah. You can see in that video, we'll link it below, but like your reaction is like so
Oh, yeah.
real. Like
I
you can
know.
see that you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
it was-
what?
I didn't even know what I was blacking out.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
way this is happening right now.
And
so
then you guys talked on FaceTime.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was the crazier part where I was like, he already like knew who I was. And like,
Yeah.
he already followed me like
Yeah.
the year before. So that was already sick.
Yeah.
But I didn't know like he knew who I was. Like it was just weird in a good way to see him say my name and like say, oh, like I know Neema.
Yeah.
Like that was fucking the coolest
Yeah,
moment I
yeah.
think of the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, someone like that is like
Totally.
high praise, right? So
Bro,
yeah, I just thought it was
honestly,
really surreal, and I'm
thank you so
super
much,
grateful
man. I
that it
really
happened,
appreciate
and
that.
it's just been so I'm so grateful to be honest. Yeah.
What? So do you have Drake's number now? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
no, I don't know.
How do you FaceTime you then?
I think it was through like they had like some phone line
Could
for
you give
that
me that
stream.
number?
Yeah. Stop the recordings, please.
I keep hearing the lore of like Toronto girls always get invited to Drake's place, but I feel
Yeah.
like
You haven't been invited.
no.
Well, now's your time.
I know. Drake, if you're watching this. Okay.
Yo, if you like white girls that are have German moms that don't like their daughters, Hillary.
Hit me up.
Hillary.
Hit me up. That's such a great selling point. Actually, I should take you out to the streets with me, okay?
Take me
That's
to
what
the
you're gonna-
streets. That's where I belong.
Like,
Thank you very much.
are you gonna have Drake in a sketch with you?
Well, that's the goal. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. I mean, like, obviously, you know, he was on tour in Australia, coincidentally. But yeah, we're just waiting on to see
Hell
if
yeah.
we can schedule
That's
it.
cool. I feel like you should dress up as Drake and Drake should dress up as you.
Okay.
And like if you want to cast me, I'll be a production assistant, something.
Sure.
I'll help out that day also.
One of the girls that.
Yeah, the background. I'll be like a bottle service girl
Sure.
in the sketch or something.
100%.
We can make it work.
Yeah.
We can make it
Let's do it. That's actually the first idea I had is to have you as a model girl.
That's people see me
So
and they think
I think this works out perfectly.
They're like, let's get that girl with the wholesome
We
face.
need her.
Shoveling out booze. Neema, I'm dead. I'm dead.
yeah.
It's so funny.
It's giving dead.
It's giving dead.
Yeah.
It's giving LMAO.
Yeah. It's giving
I'm giving you so much context for your next case. Like I'm just gonna pretend to be this girl Hillary,
I love it.
and it's gonna be.
You're gonna
great.
be my next character.
Oh really?
White girl.
Aw.
I already have a white girl, but
Okay. Yeah, you do have
more
a white
like
girl.
more white girl.
More white girl.
Yeah.
That's what's your white girl's name again?
Bianca.
Bianca. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's like I feel like that's more of a white girl.
It's
name
like
than
an
Hillary.
Italian white girl.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay. So is she a brunette white girl then?
She has these brunette. Yeah.
You need a blonde one then.
I need a blonde.
And
one.
you can name it Hillary after me.
Well,
if
to
you
be
want.
honest, I already do have a blonde one, but it's like a short Karen bob.
Oh, I've seen it. I've
That
seen
like
it.
with the progressive videos I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you think like is there a certain time in a white woman's life where like they just transition from bottle girl to Karen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more they date betas, that's how they switch.
It's
That's
the
how they
betas
turn.
that do them.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I just got a new understanding for Karens because they're in their
They're
masculine
in their
energy,
masculine energy.
right? Because
Yep.
of their beta husbands.
That's what I'm saying.
You are so solid world peace. Actually,
I think I'm the new Marcus Aurelius. I'll have you know. You hear that?
Neema Nas 2025.
I didn't even realize I just said that.
Source. Boom.
I just,
Just free
that's probably the
flowing.
most wise thing I've ever done.
Neema Nas is my Roman Empire. It's
Yeah,
like totally,
Put that on your
totally my
back
Roman Empire.
as a tattoo. See, so I said this in grade 9. They'd be like, "Ew, what the fuck, Neema? You're a creep." But you understand what I'm saying because it's context.
Is there a moment in your career where you're like, holy shit, I made it? Because like you've been on the up and up, I feel like for a while now. But is there a moment where you're like, whoa, this is happening?
Yeah, right now.
Right. He didn't know who I was until he met me today. And it's like, this is my fucking moment. This is huge.
Yeah, literally. I was like, you know what? Fuck, I feel different right now. Being here.
I'm honored. It's my German aura.
Oh, I
Coming
love
over
that.
to-
It's that
yeah.
stoic,
Yeah.
clean,
Yeah.
fucking strict,
Yeah.
by the book.
It's spank you
Jamming.
with a ruler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
That's a porno somewhere for
It
sure.
is?
You've seen it?
So yeah, in Hamburg. Yeah. That's a city in Germany, if you didn't know.
Deep cut
Hamburg.
reference.
Yeah. München. No, I don't think I've made it, but like, I think it's a subjective thing. I feel like I've made it because I'm doing what I love.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see it as a certain destination. I see it as more, am I doing what I love on a higher scale every day? Am I
Yeah.
elevating every day?
Yeah, I love that.
That's how I see making it.
Where does your like confidence come from?
Um, my parents, I'd say that's like the real answer is, my parents, how they carried themselves
Mm.
growing up, or I mean, when I was growing up.
Is your dad a very confident person?
Yeah,
Also, yeah.
very stoic.
Mm.
And that's what my brother's a lot like that too.
Did they want to hang out with my mom?
My dad's actually German. Okay, I'm German peasant. No, yeah, like my dad is he's been through a lot of adversity. Same with my mom.
Were they
you know,
first generation immigrants?
yeah,
Or-
yeah, they are. Yeah, and like my dad, he's a very quiet guy, but that's like a very typical immigrant Middle Eastern dad thing to be very quiet. But he has a lot of knowledge. He's an engineer.
Mm.
He had cancer twice back home. Like he was a mountain
Wow.
climber,
Okay.
and he lost his leg.
What?
When he was like 27. So and then my mom married him after that.
Oh, because
Which
she
is
knew
like-
he was an alpha at that point.
Yeah, that's
like,
fucking
yeah,
alpha. And you know why
yeah.
he's alpha? Because, and I tell this to everyone. My last year, I asked my dad for the first time, and I never know why I didn't ask him before. But I was like, "What was the experience when you had to get your leg amputated?"
Right. Yeah.
Right. So, well, first he had lung cancer, and they had to cut out half of his lung, and then the year after, they found bone cancer in his leg,
Oh.
and there's like, "Yo, we have to amputate it before it spreads." So he's like, "All right." So whatever. I was like, what was that experience like?
Yeah.
So he told me he was in the hospital bed, and this doctor came in and he's like, told him the news about like how they need to amputate his leg. And his answer was like, all right, well, that's life.
Wow.
I'm like, what do you mean that's life?
Just-
Dude, that's life is me missing my alarm going to a job interview.
yeah. Right.
That's
yeah.
life.
Missing the bus.
Not fucking,
Yeah.
oh, all right, go ahead. Cut
Take
my leg off.
Yeah. I don't need
I would
this.
be scream crying if that was me.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew. I was like, oh, like my dad's fucking a real ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
He,
yeah. Like just being able to
strong.
accept what's coming at you.
He's just
being
like,
all right.
yeah, like hearing that fucking really showed me what kind of character he has,
Right.
from the jump, and just like the mindset he had towards life. And I was like, oh fuck, like that's pretty gangster.
And this is why you have the stamina to be able to fast right now that you're
100%,
doing
100%,
because
'cause
you're
I'm
like,
like,
my
buddy,
dad lost his
my dad
leg.
lost his leg.
I could do without lunch.
I can not put fucking food in my gullet. I can not stuff my face. Yeah, so
That's crazy.
and then my mom is a hustler, right?
Yeah.
She like she's always wants to just like provide for the family and like take care of the kids, and she did whatever she could to kind of take care of us and my dad too, right? So yeah, that's where I get a lot of my confidence and my drive from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to all the immigrant parents raising confident kids.
It's giving confidence.
It's giving confidence. It's
Mhm.
giving put your porn tabs away
Yeah.
in grade 6
Yeah,
math class.
literally.
Neema.
I know, and that's why my Riz is crazy.
Crazy Riz.
Riz is-
Okay, speaking of your Riz,
Yeah.
what do your DMs look like? Like how thirsty are they looking?
Well, there's
Yeah,
two
break it
different
down.
kinds.
Yeah.
There's two different kinds. So there are girls that, well, first of all,
Positive.
yeah, there are some
Already
girls.
a win. Some dudes
Already-
also?
There's more dudes that show interest in me than girls do.
Like romantic interest or just
oh
like
yeah,
being like
but
you're
like
funny?
they're dirty though.
Oh.
There's a whole Reddit of me.
So if
with,
I did get you to stand up and show your butt, they would have loved it.
oh, they would be creaming.
Okay. Okay.
Shout out to the case.
Yeah.
There was a whole Reddit of me with my thunder thighs on, like a Neema Naz thunder thighs, and there's guys like drooling over my thighs. So right now, this is danger for me. And as soon as this gets released, it's over for me, bro. You see this, gay dudes? You like that?
What is it about the thighs, do you think?
Well, they're just thick. They're fucking juicy. You know,
Right.
like I have thick thighs. Like I had to carry all this weight. That's why my calves are jacked too.
Right.
It's fat guy calves. So it's like my whole life I had to carry the weight somehow, and
Right.
it's all my legs. My legs are just diesel.
So what you lack in ass, you make up
Oh
for in
yeah,
thighs.
like my quads
Is
are
what?
crazy.
Okay,
Yeah,
killer
I
killer
could crush
quads.
fucking walnuts.
I
everything.
didn't or maybe a man's head.
Or a
on your
man's head,
DM. Yeah.
which is what I would prefer.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm sure you can find that in your DMs. Okay, so there's,
Easily.
there's dudes in your DMs.
There's a lot of dudes in my DMs like, oh, yeah, like, yo, daddy, you're so cute, daddy. Like a lot of daddies. It's always daddy.
Cute.
And then there's some girls obviously who like you're cute, oh like, oh, can we date? Or like I get a lot of those of like, can we date? Not a lot of can we
Oh.
fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
they want it for the long haul.
Yeah,
they're like,
because-
this man's got high earning potential.
exactly.
It's giving success.
It's
It's giving first wife.
yeah.
It's giving
status.
It's giving I can quit my bottle service
Yeah.
job.
Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah. There's a lot of So I don't know what I mean. Like I know what it is because I'm not a traditionally hot guy with like 6'3", white abs, all those things. But I feel like women can see that I have potential as like a partner.
Right.
Because I'm
Yeah.
taking care of myself. I'm
Yeah.
fucking I'm doing a job that I love. I have a passion. I have ambition.
Bringing that big husband.
Yeah, husband energy,
Yeah.
which is it's not a bad thing. It's just that's just more so what I give off. I at this point, which is fine.
Do you want to get married someday?
Yeah, I more so care about finding a partner who's going to be my ride or die.
Right.
Which
Not like this girl that's like, if I can only see you.
yeah,
in
once a
between
week
your
I'm like
shows,
you
it's
should
not it, yeah.
understand what my lifestyle's about.
Yeah.
You should. I would have to be with a woman who can enter into my lifestyle. I
Okay.
can't do it the other way around because with my job, like touring and
yeah.
if you're always because I act as well. If I'm doing a
Yep.
movie or something
Yeah.
or like a TV whatever, right? So I can't really work as much around that. Like I'm not as flexible.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would have to be with a woman who's more down to be more flexible to my lifestyle. But in return,
Yeah.
I can provide more. I
For
guess
sure.
I'm a little bit more traditional in that way.
You got that status.
That's
and
it's that the money. Like I
those
want to be rich,
dollars.
but like
Yeah.
to feel what I do more
Yeah.
and to provide for my family.
Yeah. That's
So
cool.
That's what I want to do.
Okay. Could you read us like a DM of like
Yeah.
someone thirsting? Could you give us an
Um,
example?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you answer your DMs? Like if there's
Yeah, I respond to fans all the time. Like,
Oh, okay.
I do a lot of that. A lot
Nice.
of fan engagement. I take pride in fan engagement a lot.
hell yeah.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
To build a brand.
For sure. Well,
Yeah.
and it's like those are the people that are supporting you.
Yeah.
And
Without
like
them,
ultimately exactly. Yeah.
You're nowhere, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So-
Okay. Hit us with the DM, Neema.
Let's see here.
I'm so excited.
It's hard to
for
find
this.
on here, but like I think I have some screenshots. I think.
Have you favorited these screenshots where you're like, if I'm having a
I don't
bad
think so.
day, I'll
Yeah,
just go
imagine.
back.
I mean, this is just passive aggressive.
Yeah.
I screenshotted this. Is I forgot about this. A girl replied to my story with a sad emoji
Oh.
of me talking about just like close friends list. I was just
Oh.
ranting about close friends list.
Oh, okay. That
You
you,
know, on
you
Instagram?
are you pro or anti close friends list? He has to look back, being like,
I
what
don't
did
remember. I don't
say?
remember. Yeah.
Okay, you had a
Whatever. I was
view.
just like saying some funny shit, whatever.
Yeah.
And then this person wrote, "Oh, sorry, didn't mean to send the sad emoji. You're not my type, by the way. You're the same." Like, what the fuck?
Like, had to clarify.
Yeah, thanks. And then they're like, looking forward to your show in Calgary though, which I'll be attending. See you in the springtime. Like, what? Thanks.
Did you wait? Have you had that show yet?
No, it's coming
It's
up.
coming up. Okay, well,
next
you
month.
should read that DM
I
on
would-
stage.
that's a good
And be
idea.
like, who is
That's
this?
hilarious.
Whatever her name is. Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's funny. Yeah.
That was so funny.
By the way, you're not my date.
Yeah. By the way, you're hilarious, but you're fucking ugly.
Yo, I've done that before where like, you have a crush on somebody and it doesn't work out the way you want to and you're like, fuck, that guy is not my type.
Yeah.
Ew, it's giving gross. It's
Yeah.
giving beta. It's giving disgusting.
Ugh, Sigma fucking skibbity toilet Riz. Blah. All right. All right. So there's one here.
Yeah.
This one's a good one, actually. I'm sure your inbox is flooded with nonsense you don't read, but I couldn't resist telling you. I follow many, many comedians, and you are the most naturally funny person I've seen in a very long time, and you're incredibly handsome. I wanted you to know that. I'm not single or local to you, but I believe very strongly in giving genuine compliments when they're deserved.
Oh.
There's actually just a
This is
wholesome
like
one.
that's
but-
very heartfelt.
yeah. It was going well, and then she's like, by the way, it's pretty much just like, by the way, I'm not single. I'm just thought I'd tease you first, telling you you're handsome.
Do you ever like write them back and be like, yo, so like you got a friend or something?
No,
Like-
I never do. No.
Are you single right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty single. Yeah.
Pretty.
There's this is a creepy one. So this person just wrote Cash App confirmation code.
Mm.
Send it here, simp.
Hmm.
And then I
Did you clarify you're an alpha first? Did you say like?
actually wrote, "Good morning, Shannon. I'm not a simp, unfortunately." Sad face.
Good morning, Shannon.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
And then 2 days goes by. Hey, motherfucker.
Wait, Shannon.
Wait, first of all, Please, I think you should censor his name too, just in case.
Yeah, we'll bleep it. We'll
Hey,
bleep it.
motherfucker, I'm alive in Orlando. And this is crazy. I'm officially a murderer. It gets worse. We should do a podcast about it before I die for real. And then sends me a picture of her in like an RV or tent
Can I see
with a
it?
mirror inside of it. I think it's like half cut off, but that's the picture. I'm not showing the camera that. Sorry? Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
That scared the
That's
shit out of
wild.
me.
Okay, so I mean, I would have a murderer on my podcast, maybe behind bars.
Yeah,
or something,
100%
like,
behind bars.
Right? Like that would be good. I see her vision. She's trying to not
You
only
see
is
her
she-
vision?
Not only is she being honest about where
What a
she's
vision
coming
is
from,
this?
okay?
Yeah.
She's also trying to help your career, drive
Oh, for sure.
engagement. This actually sounds like your dream girl. She would be flexible.
Oh,
She's a felon on the
true.
run.
Yeah, that's a great
this actually
idea,
sounds like
actually.
your dream girl.
Yeah. For the streets and for the dark basement, too.
That's right.
For the dungeon. She's for
Yeah.
the dungeon.
That's great. You also maybe incarcerated girlfriend could be like another sketch character for you.
I mean, that would
I'm
be
just-
a crazy story to tell on stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth
That's-
it, but because like it's not even my
Reply.
brand either. It's like I'm just doing an Indian accent. It's like, by the way, my wife is a murderer, and I want to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to find another one here of
Yeah, these are
sliding
great.
DM. I mean, like, there's been girls who have sent me stuff.
like pics.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I can't
Yeah,
show
no,
that.
no,
But
no, no, no.
I mean, I don't even have them anyway because
Like
they
or-
go away. They
is,
disappear.
Is it like a oh, it's the flashing.
Yeah,
ones.
it's just like the
Like
one
the-
time
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
But some people do send it just like in the chat.
Wow.
I just don't know who that was. Like I'm not
Okay.
gonna. I
Are we,
can't
are we,
search
how tasteful are they?
it. Pretty nasty, some of them.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm not even asking for them.
No.
Before
no.
I would,
Right.
the person I was before I would.
Right.
But like
Crazy.
now I'm just like unsolicited. I'm getting those pictures,
Yeah.
which is pretty wild.
You know that song that's like, you can't always get what you want,
Yeah.
but if you try sometimes, you'll find you get what you need.
It sounds familiar. What song is that?
I have no idea, but this is written about your.
You can't get what you want, but you can get what you find sometimes.
You find
Firefly.
you get what you need.
No.
I don't know, James. What song is
Ain't
that?
in the fireflies, 10 million fireflies. I never wanted to go to sleep. It's not in that? It's not?
Yeah, basically the same thing. No, but it's like, that's a lesson of life. Because when you wanted the nudes, you weren't getting them. But now that you were like, I don't know, I'm not that guy anymore.
Yeah.
Now you're getting them.
I know. It's crazy. So I was going to, that's what I was going to mention earlier. I got no pussy. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's wild. Wholesomely speaking, I never really got attention from girls growing up at all. I
Mm.
never did.
Dudes didn't like me either.
Really?
When I was young, yeah.
That's wildly surprising.
I had a glow up when I was like maybe like 20. But like I'll show you some pics
20?
after. When I was like around 20, I had
Oh.
like a glow up.
You had to
yeah.
glow up then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like prior to that, like nobody,
just
like no.
wildebeest.
Well, see, I was always like this, just like silly and annoying, but like didn't look as cute, so it wasn't as charming.
Yeah.
So like when people were like picking prom dates, like I was not the top of anyone's
Damn.
choice, but
Yeah, you were just like silly and annoying.
yeah, pretty much.
No cuteness.
Yeah, zero riz.
Zero riz.
And also, I didn't care because I was like, "Ugh, I'm gonna go read a book in the library.
I mean,
like, I'm over
shit,
this.
that's pretty hot. Damn.
I was giving Hermione in like a weird way, but
Oh,
like
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
less fun way. But okay,
Yeah.
so we were both losers as children.
Yeah.
had glow ups, became much more rich and successful later in life, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
it's
you
true.
didn't get attention from the
No, I
ladies
never got
now.
attention from girls
Yeah.
before. Up until like 2 years ago, I'd say 2-3 years ago, when I started to build a little bit of following.
Mm.
So I don't know if that's concerning or not, because I don't know. It's like at some point you get to a point where you're like, are these girls into me for me, or because I have a following,
Right.
or they think I'm rich, which
Yeah.
I'm not. It's like
It's giving clout chaser.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
there's a lot of that, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like I have the right people around me to kind of also vet it if I were to meet up with someone, or
True.
like if I
Yeah.
were to talk to a girl,
Yeah.
just to.
Do you have
Yeah.
do you have like a test of like if she gets this, then it's like that's real.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's more of a feeling, but also, yeah. Like I tell my brother,
Right.
and then he has a great what's it called? A
Like,
great feel,
God-
a great litmus test, yeah,
Yeah.
on if someone's like legit or not. It's just good to have a second opinion.
And he's your manager, right?
Yeah, he's my
Does he have
manager.
access to your DMs?
He does, yeah.
Damn.
I know.
Yo, he could vet that for you.
Yeah, which
pretty
he's
easily.
he's done in the past.
Yeah.
He's done many times, and he's like, yeah, like this, bro, this is not gonna work out. Like, or no, that's bullshit. This is toxic. Like,
Right.
that's shitty behavior. Like,
Yeah,
quickly points it out. So
Cool.
it's good in that way, because you can very easily get lost and in your own
Yeah.
head, and your ego could get into your head really quickly if you don't have a voice of reason like that.
Totally. Yeah.
Like, that's a different voice than yours.
Well, and especially what you were saying of like, I don't know, especially when you're someone who like grows up not having like that kind of attention.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
don't know what to
gonna,
do with it.
like when you first get it,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, wait,
I
what?
know, it's chaos.
The boys think I'm pretty.
Yeah,
Like this
you start
is
losing
fun.
it. You're
Yeah.
like, you start fucking your mind just goes to different places. You don't even think. You're
Yeah.
not thinking straight.
Yeah.
And so yeah, there was a moment in the first year of like when I first started to like get a little bit of traction, and I started to get attention from girls. I didn't know what to do with it because I never got attention. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's like
Yeah.
how can you blame me though?
Totally.
How could
yeah.
you
Especially
know?
when we're like socialized, where like, especially when you're young, like you're led to believe that like attention from the opposite sex or like whoever you're interested in is like that's the most important thing. Like that's your currency, you know? Like
Yeah.
when I think of like all the people that were popular that are fucking don't have a podcast now, they're not that cool right now.
Yeah, they're losers now.
Losers.
Yeah.
Have fun with your second kid, Rebecca. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure motherhood is a journey and a beautiful choice for you.
I'm sure it is.
You know, when you can't read, that's your only option. But anyways,
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like, you know, you get to that point where you're like, whoa, this is what it's like. This is
I
what
know.
I wanted. And then you're like, you go on a journey and you're like, that's not actually good. I didn't actually
yeah.
want any of that.
Yeah, no, it's true. I feel like when there's not much substance, you
Yeah.
realize that it's all just a fantasy, and it's the porn.
True. It all comes back to porn.
Everything comes
It
back
is.
to porn.
Who do you think was the first one to ever watch porn?
Oh, I don't know. What do you mean, like?
Do you think did porn exist before camera? Like were people just like going into like sex clubs?
Oh,
Or,
yeah.
like, they were
That
called,
was
like,
definitely a
they were
thing.
like fuck huts back in the
Oh,
day,
yeah.
and you just like
Fuck huts?
Fuck hut?
No,
Like, that's what I'm
this is,
thinking,
More
like-
fuck bomb shelters.
fuck.
There was fuck. There were fuck dungeons, fuck
yurts,
warehouses.
fuck tents.
Oh yeah, there were. Yeah, there's.
The pyramids, huge fuck cave. Actually, you heard that conspiracy here first.
Fuck cage. Fuck cage is crazy. Fuck wildlife park.
Right. Do you remember the first time you watched porn? Do you
I
remember the
do
first-
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to share
It's
about it? or
terrible.
No? Okay.
It was with 3 other guys.
Why? Okay, I feel like dudes always have this experience where like they're screen sharing porn the same way girls are screen sharing like dating app profiles. Where they're
100%.
just like, oh, do you like this one? Yeah, no, me neither. Like they're like, it was this one good? No, right, bro.
That's so
right.
spot on,
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. Like literally, we had group chats to send our favorite videos of the night.
And then you would talk about it and be like,
Like
yo.
we would, you know, everyone would probably like beat their meat overnight, go to school the next day,
Mm,
and then we'd debrief the videos that we watched last night.
ew,
I know.
that's gross.
That's every guy.
Was it like so? I know guys can get really organized and systematized when it comes to like a sporting fake fantasy pool betting bracket.
Yeah.
Like, did you have any sort of organization of like, okay, everybody bring their favorite porn, and then like Neema's porn and like Jason's porn, which one's gonna win? Okay, everybody like Neema's porn better, and then you go up to the next bracket. Like, did you have like games with it?
Not like you're talking about, but we'd have.
If anybody wants to do that, give me credit. take me in that awful TikTok video you're gonna make about that.
But you know, because at the time there was no social media when I was in high school,
Right.
really.
Yeah.
So it was more so just, you know, through our group chat, everyone would, there would be like a thread of porn videos. But like sometimes
This is how you can tell the difference between a millennial and Gen Z, actually,
Why?
because there were no porn chats.
what do you mean? There's probably way worse things now.
Yeah, you're probably. I don't know.
100%.
I don't know. But
There's some
it's,
weird
like,
shit that people are into now.
Yeah, I was never. Okay, I wasn't cool enough, obviously, to be
No,
a part of any of those.
definitely Don't worry, I wasn't cool enough either.
It's like, you know.
Yeah. She's a bully. No, but it's just. I mean, it's just such a. It's just back in the day, like you think it's normal, and just whatever. But like you looking back, you're like, what the fuck were we doing?
What are you doing? Do you do that anymore? Like,
Yeah, all the
like-
time. Yeah, After I go to the gym, I come back home. First thing I do, hey boys, here's the porn of the week. Like it's a Sports Center top 10 highlights.
Yeah. You should do that, and then it's just like to your latest TikTok or whatever to like.
Oh yeah,
like yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just
great idea.
Spook them. Yeah.
Oh,
There you
100%.
go.
Yeah. Go TikTok live even. Just
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, guys.
Just a
This
little
one's
whiteboard
spicy.
here.
Yeah.
It's top 10.
Dead. Neema, what is your approach to content to like keeping it fresh? Like you're always generating new ideas. Like how do you keep it going?
Thank you.
Yeah.
For the praise.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Keep complimenting me. That's my kink.
Well, I bullied you for a little bit, so
I know.
I have to be nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you, mommy. Yeah, so balanced.
You're the first guest to call me mommy, actually,
Really?
and that's beautiful for
Hell
me.
yeah, man. They didn't believe in us.
How you keep it
Content, right.
Content,
I was
yeah.
I was just like laughing in my head about that. But yeah, I just I go with the flow, and you have to be proactive and take action in order to have ideas come to you.
Mm.
So, by having a routine every day.
What's your routine? Give us like a breakdown of like what did your day look like today?
Well, I usually spend the first like hour, and I'm not gonna be like these people like fucking biohacking high performance people, which I actually believe in. It's just I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, the first 3 hours I fucking
Direct sunlight.
I do
Yeah.
demon and meditation for 3 hours just to get it out of my system.
Yeah.
I don't know, like whatever. For the first hour or so, I like to do something that's creative because I think in the morning, especially, your brain is the most sponge worthy, where it's like just the most creative, and it's pretty much when you're just waking up. I feel like that's the most open your mind is. I don't know. You're not distracted by anything. There's no
sure.
stimulant. There's nothing
Yeah.
right to distract you. So I use that moment, that first kind of hour or so, to just like brain dump, do a creative brain dump, whether it's sketch writing or stand up writing or even just editing stuff. I like to be the most creative in the morning, and then that's how I never run out of ideas because I just have a plethora in a notes folder in my phone.
So you
Throughout
just
the
like
years.
dump it all out, and then when you're like, okay, I got to film something. you
Yeah, I
go through,
go
like,
back.
what
I'm
do
like,
I
all right, what am I gonna do this week?
Yeah.
I batch them. I always film like a few in a day.
Nice.
And
yeah.
then I write them ahead of time. I prepare it. I film the next day or whatever, and then I edit them for the week, and then I rinse and repeat.
Nice.
And then
yeah.
I just kind of go with the flow there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
That's cool.
I care more about the consistency more than anything else.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're like, if the if this one's not that great, it's fine, but like, because we just got to put a couple things out today.
Yeah, but at first when you're trying to develop a brand and you build a following,
Yeah.
I think it's important to have quantity
Yeah.
because you don't really know what the fuck you're doing in it anyway.
No, and you
You're
don't
just trying
know
to,
like
figure it out.
who you are,
Yeah.
like who. I don't know. That's one thing I found in my content as well is like people think I'm one person. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, like if that's who you want me to, like if that's easier for me to be that, cool,
Yeah.
and just like kind of it's kind of like you're guiding it in like your own creative process, but then the audience is also guiding it of like, okay, nobody liked this, but they loved this. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do more of that. Like
Right.
it's I don't like how democratic it is. I wish I could just be like, no, this is what you should like.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I get it because as a creative too,
Yeah.
you want everything to always work,
Totally,
but
yeah.
it's never the case.
No.
There's so many videos I do where I put in so much effort into them,
Mm.
and I think they're gonna do well, and they fucking eat it.
Yeah.
Just tank,
Yeah.
right? Just eat ass. And then the next day, like literally that Gen Z video you showed.
Uh-huh.
So last week, this is the first time it's ever happened to me in my career,
Oh.
where 3 videos in a row hit over 1 million,
Oh, fuck yeah.
like in the first like few days.
Cool.
And it's never happened to me before. And all those 3 videos were curated within a few minutes.
Wow.
It was just on my story originally.
Oh.
And then it got so many shares.
that
I
you're like,
posted
okay,
on
let's
my
put it to-
reel,
Yeah.
and those blew up. But
Hell
the
yeah, that's
week,
cool.
like the video before that, I did a series for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 8 videos.
Yeah, they were so funny.
Thank you. 2 of them did well,
Mm.
like a few 100,000 views, which is like good for me.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them fucking just complete garbage.
Interesting.
Just ate it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why the fuck would I even put in effort anymore?
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah.
the thing is, if I don't put in the effort in the first place to create this content that I actually want to create, those other moments don't pop up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you need this in order to get that.
The next, for sure. Well,
It's
and
all linked together.
and if you give up, and if you just think like, oh, that's shit, I'm not going to do it anymore, then you close off any potential possibility of hitting like anything in the future.
100%.
Like you might keep eating dog shit for a bit, but if you decide in your, I don't know, I feel like that's applicable to like if you're if anyone's still listening to this like over an hour in.
No,
but,
everyone's
like,
worried about Shannon from 10 minutes ago.
Shannon's a witness protection program. if they got her out of the jail
Oh,
and like
man.
into
She's
some nice
running
home,
here right
she's
now.
like she's on her way.
Yeah, she's not even taking the streetcar. She's straight up sprinting.
She's on foot from whatever American state.
Yeah,
she's
probably like Wisconsin or
been
something.
in. Yeah, exactly.
It just sounds like you'd be from Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's giving Wisconsin. You showed me
Yeah.
the picture. It's giving.
It's giving.
It's giving.
It's giving
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. No, but,
Also, sorry. Another thing I want to mention is this is more of like a philosophical thing or just a inspirational, motivational thing where I feel like a lot of people get discouraged early on with content and they get in their own way because they don't have a vision and also
or like something you're working towards.
something you're working towards.
Yeah.
And my thing is always, it's you should be a little delusional and aim higher than you think you can get to because if you don't aim higher than you think you can get to, you won't even get to here. Right?
Yeah.
You won't even go up a little bit.
Because you're not trying.
You're not trying. So
yeah.
I think it's important to aim higher than you can reach in order to make even a little bit of progress.
Yeah,
I
for
think that's
sure,
important.
for
And
sure.
then eventually, naturally, by that process, you're just always progressing.
Yeah. And I feel like it's like the thing too of like building off what you're saying. Like you got to keep it moving. Like you got to keep, like, because you're going to have, this is what I tell people all the time, like making content. Because I feel like there's so many funny people in Canada, in Toronto specifically, that like, I'm like, you should be making content, but they're not because they're like afraid of, what, and I get it.
Or
like
they're
we've all been
lazy.
there. Yeah.
They don't care.
That's true. Yeah.
They don't have the drive that
Yeah.
you do. They don't have the vision. There's so many factors.
Yeah. But I think like the thing too is like if something, like at least in the social media context, like if something does bad on social media, what does that mean? That means not a lot of people saw it. So if you did something bad that wasn't good and not a lot of people saw it, who fucking
Then
cares?
no one saw it.
Yeah, exactly. Then you just go, okay, well, and same thing with like doing stand up too. Like I feel like it's a thing of like, okay, it didn't work, but instead of like, I think it's about like being more confident and like secure in yourself. Where instead of when I first started, like if a joke wouldn't work, I'd be like, fuck, I'm bad. I'm not funny. I should whatever. Whereas like now if something doesn't work, I'm like, huh, okay, maybe it was me. Maybe it was this. Maybe it was because somebody dropped a knife over there and it like took the attention. Like, and you can dissect it a little bit more and like, oh, but I put this in the wrong order last time. So like you get to like see it a bit more objectively.
Yeah. That's a great way to look at it.
Yeah. Now this is the mental health moment that
I
we're
love it.
wrapping up
No, it's
the
great.
podcast
No, it's
with.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this kind of talks, to be honest. But I also think that there are measures to avoid getting in your own way. It's very simple. Literally, just taking like 2 minutes. Start with 2 minutes to fucking write some shit down. Because a lot of people, they don't even start the thing in the first place.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, oh, I don't know where to start. I don't know. Just like fucking there's been so many days where I'm like sitting down and I'm like, wait, let me just pose for this picture. No, there's so many days where I sit down to write and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm writing.
Yeah.
Right? And, but I just do it, like, because you never know, right?
Yeah.
And
but if you don't do it, then you're limiting any possibility of even getting like a couple good sentences. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think I don't know. It's easier said than done, but I just feel like it's just there are easy.
I heard on I can't even remember what podcast it was, but something I was listening to last week was like defined confidence is the willingness to try. That's all it is. Like just being like, all right, I'm gonna give her a go.
Almost like aimlessly just going for it.
Yeah. Like if people see me watching porn in the hallway and 12 years old, that's the cross I bear.
Did this actually happen, Hillary? Sounds a little personal to me.
We're doing deep cuts. I've referenced it too many times. No, when you were talking about being confident as a kid, that's what I just kept imagining you. Like you were like, I didn't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah. I'm just in the middle of the hallway.
Ew. Okay, Neema, I've got some quick rapid fire questions for you.
Wait, before you go.
Yeah, please.
I want to ask, because I haven't seen your content.
Yeah.
What is your content about?
My content, that's such a good question. I feel I don't do a lot of sketch like you do, but a lot of it is around just like my perceptions of the world. I have a master's degree in public administration. So I do a series called Canadian Politics for Hotties where I'm like still like talking about what's happening, but I'm trying to do it in a way like breaking it down and like adding in jokes and like pop culture references. And then I do a lot of stuff with just about like dating and like stand-up clips and like
That's pretty cool.
It is fun.
You have a master's degree?
Yeah. I also did a series called Fuck Boys in the Park for a while where I was like interviewing like dudes in a park. Like I would sit down with like you at a park and like try and
You
like,
sat down with me in the park?
Yeah.
When?
Well, I would. Like if we were doing
I
I have a new show now called It's a much better setup. I'm no longer in the fucking park in the middle of
was I
March.
under the influence? Did Shannon drug me and then Hillary interviewed me in the park? When the fuck was this? And I'm a fuckboy.
Yeah.
This sucks. I'm a Sagittarius rising, motherfucker. I'm not a fuckboy.
When is your birthday?
November 30th.
Oh, so you are a Sagittarius.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Sagittarius rising.
And a Sagittarius rising. Those are different things.
And Scorpio moon, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I'm intense, apparently.
Intense. Yeah, that is giving. It's giving.
It's giving intensity.
It's giving intense. It's giving intensity. But yeah, that's kind of, I'll send you a link to my talks later. You can check them out.
No,
if
you don't
want.
have to.
He's like, I'm good. Like,
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm actually fine. No, I'm okay.
Okay, Neema, I got some rapid fire for you. Okay, what
Sounds like an
is
STD.
what is rapid fire?
Hey, Neema, I have some rapid fire for you, baby.
Some rapid fire. Could you describe your comedy style in 3 words?
Does it have to make sense with the
No.
words?
No. Whatever 3 words you want.
Oh. Culture. Family. And I guess do accents and impressions go hand in hand with culture? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, you could have the
Something
second
like
one. That's solid.
I say that.
I like those ones. What's something people assume about you, but that's not true?
That I there's a few different things. People assume that I do drugs or I drink
Yeah.
and I party and that I'm rich. I'm none of those things.
But he's not a beta, to be clear.
But I'm definitely not a beta. I get alpha a lot, to be honest. People say I'm alpha a lot, which I like. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I get those a lot.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't do any of those things.
You give like a big personality, which I think people often associate with like
True.
he
He's,
has to be,
like the life of the
fucking-
party.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to dance and like, I have been to clubs many times when I was younger.
Yeah.
My brother DJ'd for 15 years. I was always in the clubs when he was DJing. Shout out DJ Couture, yeah. But yeah, even then, I would never even drink in the clubs. Really, I was always like pretty sober. Like, I went to a lot of raves.
Yeah. Go sober?
Never popped Molly.
Really?
I never did nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
That's
I smoked weed when I was in high school, but everyone.
everyone. Yeah. It's like
I don't even think.
how do you get your grade 12 diploma if you're not
That's what I'm saying. If you're not cushed up, fam.
fam?
Yeah.
What's something on your what's an app on your phone you would never delete?
That I would never delete.
Yeah.
Can I check it real
Yeah.
quick? Oh, just saw this screenshot in my photo album.
Of Shannon.
What's this app that I would never delete? Weather app?
The weather
Okay.
app. That's pretty important.
I'd say my notes folder
Okay. All the
because I
ideas.
use it all the time.
Yeah.
And
Is there something you could read us in your notes app?
Yeah, sure. So my SIN number is like, what do you want me to read? Like the folders that I have, or
Yeah, or like, is there a note that like it doesn't have to make sense to us,
Oh,
but like,
well, my pinned notes are Neema Naz video ideas, and it's been pinned for years.
okay,
Neema Naz stand-up material, also pinned for years. Weight loss, fucking just like progress stuff.
okay,
Just
cool.
like, put it in there.
Do you have any like, what's your biggest weight loss tip for anybody listening?
As
As a medical professional.
an alpha medical professional, I'd say honestly, it's just consistency.
Yeah.
Is not overeating, not eating processed foods or junk food. I cut out gluten and sugar from my diet,
Oh hell yeah.
and that's been a game changer. I had an autoimmune disease called hypothyroidism,
Yeah.
so I had to just stop anyway. Now I'm much better. I'm off medication. Like, I feel great. I'd say those are the main things for sure.
That's
Seed
cool.
oils. Stay away from seed oils.
Seed oils.
Shit's fucking killer.
Fuck this seed oil.
Yeah. So yeah. I have one here literally as a tag.
Yeah.
I wrote a week ago for my set right
Yeah.
now. And it just literally, the whole folder says, I make joke, I make mortgage, I make kebab. That's the whole folder. It's literally.
The end. Link below to Neema's next show if you want to know what the fuck that's about.
It's actually a great tag too. Crushes right now.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you. Okay.
And then my TD password.
Oh yeah, if you wouldn't
want
mind
that
dropping
one?
that, yeah,
right.
that'd be great.
Okay, so I'm just gonna connect you with Shannon first.
She's your financial advisor now. Actually.
Yo, this one's funny. This folder.
Yeah.
Look, you see it first.
Yeah, big gull. Yeah,
Jesus Christ, you're so
fat.
white. That's hilarious. That was the whitest way you could said that. I assumed you're from Toronto. You'd be able to like read that better.
Yeah, gull.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, gal.
It's ya big gal.
Yeah, big gal.
Ya pom pom fat.
Yeah, pom fa.
Mina eat it.
Mina eat.
Mina move like a rat.
Mina move like. I don't even know. Is this English?
It's patois. It's patois. It's Jamaican. It's like a dance hall track. A dance hall lyrics. I did. That's one of the videos I had actually on my page. Bro, Popcan would be fuming right now if you heard this. Your back arch looks sweet pon me.
Yeah.
Your back arch
Yeah, back arch
looks sweet pon me.
looks sweet pon me.
You know me, I feel pound it good from the back. Okay, that's just Indian. That's racist, Hillary. She went full. Yo, me have you pounded good from back. If you want your body is firm, pussy clat. Go and big up yourself. Your body is so fat. Holy shit, Benchot. All right. Yeah.
Neema, one more question for you.
Sure.
How do you keep yourself cool? How do you keep yourself from getting overstimulated? How do you level it out?
Hard drugs.
We'll end it right there. Hell yeah. This is good. Neema Nas, guys. Thank you. I was gonna
No,
say,
wait, I actually want to answer
yeah,
it, though.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, don't fucking interrupt me. Well, I'm going to give you a great answer. How do I stay level-headed? Is that the
Yeah, how do
question?
you keep yourself from getting overstimulated?
By having a plan
Mhm.
and keeping organized, writing things down. You know, I literally use a planner
That's cool.
to figure out my days. I have a calendar I use. I slot in times and schedules.
Yeah.
And also just having the people around you to talk to.
Hell
To
yeah.
kind of keep it grounded.
Yeah. Even if they're in your DMs and from Wisconsin.
That's it. I know.
Company's company.
Hundo.
Hundo.
And even the ones who passive aggressively tell you that you're handsome, but they're fully taken.
It's giving fan behavior.
Yeah, it's giving skibbity toilet.
It's giving
It's giving banana. It's giving Hillary.
Hillary.
You kind of remind me of Hillary Duff.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I was listening to What Dreams Are Made Of earlier
I
today.
don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a Hillary Duff song.
Oh.
Yeah. Probably her most iconic song, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
How does it go?
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. It was in the Lizzie McGuire
Hey
movie.
now, you're a rock star. Is
Yeah.
that the one?
That's. I think if we were doing like one of those Pitch Perfect collabs, you could you could pick
Yeah,
up
do a
off of my
mashup?
last. Yeah. Okay, so homework is I gotta be a production assistant in your Drake skit, and we need to
Hell
make
yeah.
this mash.
Yeah. BBL.
Neema, where can everyone find you? Where's your next tour stops? Where can we come see you?
Finding Nemo. NeemaNaz.com. I'm going on tour March 20th. It's my official first tour date in Brampton, B-Town. It's actually just sold out.
Hell yeah. Congrats.
But thank you. Yeah. But yeah, it's all on my website. I'm on social media everywhere. You can find me, Neema Naz, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X videos.
And send him your most nastiest DM you can think of, because he will read it and he will answer.
I'm also on the top page of Reddit for Thunder Thighs. So if you want to check that subreddit out.
We got it all linked below. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's exclusive leaks. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys. Thanks so much for getting overstimulated with us. We will see you next time. Goodbye.